How long will it take before you recoup your initial investment? Hey, you good looking people, back again with some maths for you, innit? Alright, if you like my Ron video, you're gonna like this one, so buckle the up. If you didn't, well, I haven't released it yet, right? So when I do, you will watch it and you will like it. I keep looking over here, kids, because I'm trying to get my second screen up and running, but no need for your calculators and protractors because once again, I've done the calculations for you guys. Just follow along, turn your brain on. Can I get this to work? Can I turn a computer on before my brain? All right, is that in view for you guys? Lovely. Alrighty. Again, simple maths, but let's see if we can extract some big insights from this, apart from your regular views which of the story and hype, which I'm guilty of, which I like to do. We have a bit of fun, but sometimes we need to get serious and actually look at the details and the truth. All right, let's walk through the calculations. Total AXS supply, 270 million. We're going to go through and verify all these inputs are correct. Where did I get that from? Well, my friends, that is from here. Remember this paper? The white paper, the original one. That is written somewhere in the unlock schedule right there. 270 million, right? You guys can go verify it if you don't believe me, but it is all out there right now. Great. What is the average marketplace volume per day? Well, we can see that every day on the marketplace. Some of us just jump to the marketplace because they're looking for bargain values on Axies. But remember, there's this dashboard up here. Very dashing. Very dashing. Total volume. There it is. 3.62 million. That is on the lower end from what we've seen it before. So let's just run with it for now. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. What is that in terms of a yearly or annual output per annum? That is over 1.3 billion. What have we done? We've just multiplied by 365 days, right? Crypto never sleeps. 365 days. None of that 360 stuff or 200 or whatever for public holidays. AXS share or Axie treasury share. This is where I'm excited. We've got all this info. 4.5%. We know every time we sell an Axie, we have to pay a fee of 4.5%, which is decent. I'd rather pay this than pay Ethereum gas at its higher level. What are you paying? $2,000 trying to get on a sevens mint or something like that and have it disappear and not get an NFT at all. That is super frustrating. 4.5%, fine. Great, paid it. We've all paid it before. What is that in terms of a share in the treasury? Well, that is simple. We multiply it by the average marketplace volume per annum by every year by the 4.5%. So the Axie treasury gets a cut every year of just under 60 million, 59.4585 million every year. That is great. We've got that in a nutshell. It's a nugget of information, right? Imagine you were a business. Your business was AXS, right? And so what is it? You've got 207 million out there. You say you bought the business. Imagine if it was business, you bought it for 270 million. Your income stream comes from this 4.5% share. And so every year you're going to get 59.5 million per year, right? Let's call it 60 million so you can follow along, make it easy. Well, then you're getting 60 million every year. You paid 270 million for the business. How long will it take before you recoup your initial investment of 270 million? I'm getting those little saliva things from the coffee. You ever have that high school teacher there and he just keeps talking? That's gross. Sorry, guys. Right in my mouth. Filthy. Absolutely filthy. Implied payback period. Well, with these numbers, your payback period would be 4.5 years. So it'll take you 4.5 years to get back your initial investment. From there on, it's happy days. You got your income. Some of you guys love that word passive income. That's probably what it is. Probably not. But it's all upside from there, right? 4.5 years in crypto is a long time. We actually probably hasn't even been in existence for that amount of time. It's 3 years, over 3 years, right? So that is a long time to wait. Right. So what does it look like if the volume changes? I think that might be the big driver, right? So instead of, well, accidentally typed a 1, instead of 3.6 million volume per day, we've seen higher than that. We're kind of in a low period with SLP prices at a lower point. Imagine that if it was higher. Here's this table. This is what we're going to walk through different scenarios. So this here is the driver. Imagine this. Well, this is the volume. Don't imagine. It's right here. Volume. Imagine if volume. I said imagine again. God, I got to 3 million. And we're just going to step it up by a million each time per day. So run through these scenarios up until 12 million volume today. And I think this is possible. You know, we've still got a small share. Play to earn gaming is still a small fraction of the market. So completely possible. Let's just walk through these scenarios. We'll get to the point of this as well. This is just multiplying by 365 again to get an annual figure. So you know, if we were, let's just take 8 million volume per day traded on the Axie Infinity marketplace. That is this again, my friends. What does that look like? That's 2.9 billion traded on the marketplace volume per year. All right, what is Axie's share of that? Well, the Axie treasury share of that, right? Not to be confused with Sky Mavis and such. It's the total. 131.4 million, right? Again, think of it as your business. Imagine you get 31.4 million every year. That's pretty good. I like that. That'd be nice. And wouldn't have to ask all the girls I date to send money because my enemies are after me. All right. So I don't date other girls. My wife's probably in the other room. So don't spread that. Payback period 2.1 years. No, that's pretty good. That's 2 years. You know, again, crypto not that good, but then again, we're starting to become a bit more established. It's somewhat relatively de-risked compared to other crypto investments, right? I know there's 1,000% APY returns out there, but then you get rugged. You get rugged by Mark Cuban or somebody out there. So 2.1 years, it's a fairly okay investment, right? So let's run through all these scenarios. It's the same calculation all the way down, and it comes down to around here. This is where it gets interesting. It looks like there's a diminishing returns, right? So from here, you know, every million you add on from here, it's not 1 for 1. So the first one from the 3 million volume jump to the 4 million volume jump, you're reducing your payback period by 1.37 years. Next one, 0.82. And then as you come down here, it starts to stabilize around the 1.5 year mark, which is a very curious observation there. Right. Let's get rid of that. What are the key takeaways? Well, my friends, the growth rate in transactions, once again, like Ron, that is the primary, that is the bee's knees, the duck's nuts of what drives the Axie economy at this time. So we really need to see the pickup in growth on volume. What drives that? User base, right? So devs, can you get the iOS app up, please? For the love of God, get LAN playing up. We want to see that volume pick up to benefit all of us. Not a surprise. Okay. Sorry, I should let you guys know that this is subject to the value of Ethereum. Obviously, this is expressed in US dollars, but then again, this is again driven by the value of Ethereum. ETH runs everything. We're putting our hands together in our Lord and Savior Vitalik Buterin. So let's just keep an eye on ETH as well. So ETH would impact the variability of the values here because we're based on ETH. All right. We've talked about diminishing returns here. That's something to think about. I haven't thought about it deeply. You guys can think about it as well. Like, what does it mean? I mean, one way to think about it as an investor is, I can recoup my investment in 1.5 years. I might let that sit for a while, right? And because if I keep pushing this beyond, it's probably going to be about 1.3, 1.2. As we saw with the diminishing returns. I might focus my efforts somewhere else, like, I don't know, the RON token. Oh, okay. So I'm investing in AXS. Why are you not pushing this and growing run? But then again, I think about it, they're both tied to growth, right? So the growth in the user base is driving both. So I'm not too worried about that. So I've got to think about that. It's just a curious observation at this stage. I might, revisit that at a later date. Speaking of revisiting at a later date, this is not a full-blown financial model. I might build one in the future because I think we have the information needed. I just got to figure out what the appropriate discount rates and benchmarks in crypto land, which I think a lot of investors are trying to figure out. So if you guys like to see that, if you think that's of value, please leave me a comment so I know if it's of value doing or not, and sharing. So I've got to spend the time to do it. Takes a while and proper thought. Okay, back to it. Overall views. Where are we? Yes, AXS looks more rosy than RON in my opinion right now. This is not financial advice, but I've got some money staked in, I'm staking AXS and I'm converting a little bit of SLP. Did I convert ETH? No, mainly SLP recently into AXS and I'm just staking it, right? So I'm a little bit more bullish on AXS than RON. It's all subject to development. So I don't know, devs have halved and halved again the AXS breeding cost. So who knows what they're going to do, but then they've got a stake in AXS. So they're still aligned over there in terms of their incentives. So something to watch for big events, but overall, I'm liking AXS right now. That's it. Next.